Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Blueprints. It's been a couple days since I last played. Mostly, I'm still just mad at the gallery. For how well done and thoughtful everything else about this game seems to be so far, the gallery puzzles just make me mad. So there's still that lingering anger at those puzzles. What are the goals today? Work towards the letters. Work towards we gotta find and open more safes. I wanted to look. Are you? You're Mutton Chops. Who was Mutton Chops? Baron Thomas Sinclair. We don't know who Thomas was on the family tree. You're not on the family tree. And you... Lord William Epson. Okay. I would love to get the conservatory. I would love to get vault keys and crack open more safety deposit boxes in the vault. I would love to get the drafting studio. Man, the drawing room and the drafting studio. I don't know why my something is getting crossed in between my brain and my mouth. There's some wires in there that don't want to say the right word for that. I'd love to get more allowance, obviously. I really want to get more stars, because I've kind of been neglecting that whole mechanic, but there's got to be a reason to get long-term benefit, right? There's got to be something in there. So, who knows? Maybe that leads to one of the safes or the red letters, or maybe that leads to the 4th permanent edition. Still don't know what the hell we're missing here. I suspect it's the server room. I just don't know for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of money. I mean, we have a bunch of money. I wouldn't mind axing another room today. If we axe it... Well, I would love to... That kind of goes back to, conservatory. Ooh, the tool shed could be great. The brute cellar's fine. If we can get a shovel. Tool shed might just give us a shovel. Okay, even more interesting. We got a metal detector and we got the watering can. What do you do again? We can generate gems. The first time you enter each green room, use one of our 3 waters to gain 1 gem. So we can get 3 gems for free. Asterisk, we need to draft a green room, which costs gems to get into, unless we get the terrace. If I have the opportunity to make it happen, I would love to try to fill in every single room in the whole house. I know that's asking a lot, but that is something I would like to do. I would like to try to buy out the showroom. I would like to try to buy out the gift shop. Those are all permanent upgrades. There's the giant plushie still and swim trunks. I think the plushie was 100 or something. So we got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll pretty much... Ooh, and the telescope. Okay, all the more reason to get in observatory. I'll pretty much never say no to... Oh, the commissary could be really good also. I'll pretty much never say no to her ladyship's rooms, either of them. Break room. Could give us keys. Oh, I want to get the secret garden. Oh, and we have the metal detector, so I don't have to be so precious tiptoeing around looking for stuff. It'll beep if we're near things. Okay. Dartboard. Yeah, working towards getting more trophies would be pretty nice. 11 plus 3 is 14. Plus 6 is 20. Divided by... Or, minus 2 is 18. That's a minus, not a divide. 1 plus 4 is 5. Minus 4. So, 1 plus and minus 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. What are we at? We're at 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 5 is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. Okay, card key is also very nice. I was unable to end my day in a position to get one of those yesterday. I guess we'll just pop back there and glance. Oh, passageway is free. That's so good. Freezer is fascinatingly spooky because we could just start tomorrow with double gems and double our allowance. I mean, like, I'm kind of tempted to just get this and call it a day. I'd like probably draft a few more rooms, but basically just call it a day at that point. Because the gift store stuff is going to be a pain to get unless we can get another rabbit's foot purse or just more vaults in general. We have 2 passageways. We don't have the 3rd, so I got to keep that in mind. But I kind of don't mind the chapel. We got around 100 coins in the chapel. Oh, the other thing is I want to get the pump room and re-flood some of the reservoir. Maybe all of it. And then I want to, like, there's other stuff, right? Like, what happens if we drain the aquariums? What happens if we drain the fountain? There's, like, a fountain path that takes us downstairs. What's that all about? I would like to know these things. Sure, this gets us access to the corner. I would love to get, like, the... Which one is it? The patio? No. The terrace. I wanted to say veranda, but I'm like, no, the veranda's the other one. You're not the veranda, you're the terrace. Terrace would be phenomenal here. Make green rooms easier to get. That sure didn't happen. Getting an early walk-in closet's also pretty nice, though. For that reason. That's very good. Car keys. Okay. 1 gem and 2 keys. That's not bad. Plus 3 gems. Very stylish t-shirt. Okay. Alright, I mean, like, that's fine. There's still a forward here. Den is good. Archives is devastating, especially this early. I mean, Den is, like, fine. It's not ideal. Because we're kind of squandering that door, but it's alright. Something that curves out to the right would be nice. Sure didn't get that. I guess, like, the workshop's okay. Commissary's not bad. I would prefer something aiming off to the right, but that's okay. Sledgehammer's nice. You're not beeping for anything else. Yeah, not really anything that we can or would want to combine. So let's go back and see what's in this corner. As always, the conservatory would be phenomenal. That would be the best. Observatory would also be really good. Just in general. Hey, there you are. Yes, please. Yeah, I'll take a free gem. Sweet. Okay. I'm neutral on the dormitory. Coat check was incredibly useful. Hey, knock it off. Cat is scratching at the grate on the heaters. I don't know why she does that. She does it when she's hungry, but I just fed her. I might need to go point her at her food and make sure she knows it's there. Um, Coat check is like it's nice. It's nice to be able to store an item and to get an item the following day. We could make it like so here's like my two competing thoughts, okay? Having an item that we want to save is cool. We can make this more common, lower its rarity by 1. Probably get it super early almost every day and make it very likely that we can, use an item over and over again. And like, okay, what would we want to do that with? Well, there's like the master key that we saw. I think that was in the showroom. There's like the emerald bracelets. Like, there's some really good stuff potentially. Having that at the start of every day would be really neat. So I'm kind of tempted to do something like that. The other way to go is like, this doesn't directly specifically help me solve any puzzles. It kind of is just clogging up our draws. It's just a dead end. So what if we just go like ultra rare and pretend it doesn't exist? That seems equally valid. But I would also love to just buy very expensive stuff and hold on to it for a long time. Also, what if I run into another place where we want to use the power sledgehammer or something and I can't assemble it? Then this could help me like maybe solve that sort of puzzle. So we're going to go super common with you. Vestibule? I kind of don't care. I mean, I want to go in there just once because we've never been in there. Other than that, I don't care. Dormitory, same thing. I want to go in you like once. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a drafting-related room, you gain 10 steps. But it's not per room, so it's not like you get like 2 or 3 in a row and then you go back and you get like 30 steps or something. So this could help sort of like stretch our steps a little bit. You might also have like some puzzle-related stuff. Like there's probably something relevant about you. We'll just leave you standard. You are a 2-cost, 4-directional room with a little bit of like RNG associated. I could make it more common. I could also just make it more rare and not worry about it. I feel bad just making everything more common, but I'm not getting any of the rooms that I want to like make it go away. Like, I kind of want to just make the vestibule go away, but I want to get in there at least once before that. And that hasn't happened yet. Oh, we'll leave you at a 3-star unusual. Coat check is super common. That's probably fine. If I had gone in... So, okay, there's a chance that we still get the dormitory today on this run. So if I do that, and if there's nothing super relevant in there, then maybe we come back and just make it, like, rare and banish it to the Shadow Realm. Cannot dig. Okay. Okay. Oh, the lab, huh? I think maybe not here. I think we push a little bit further ahead before we do the lab. But I will do the reading nook in the library. Yo, the fact that we can just, like, guarantee a library... I know I keep saying that's very good, but, like, that's very, very nice. I'm very glad that we did this whole thing. You're going the wrong direction, though. Yo, a key and a coin. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Completely filled out. Drafting strategy, architectural digests 3, 4, and 5. think we had 3. I think 4 and 5 are new. A new clue seems very interesting. The Curse of Blackbridge, History of Verindia, First Edition. I really want to do these 2. I want to go through the drafting strategy books and see if there's anything like super interesting. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna pause real quick and go back here. Let's when is the last? Let's not even the last time. When is like one of the early days that we ran into the library? Let's go back to like around here. Oh, and I gotta just eyeball it. All right. Well, day 11. I see the library right there. Day 11. I'm gonna go back and just take a look and make sure that it was volume 3. I want to make sure I get the right book. So back in just a split second. Okay, it probably would have been easier to go back to the last time we had the bookstore. Day 11, we had the book that I had checked out, so I had to go back. It doesn't matter. We found it. It is volume 3 that was here originally. So we'll just look at volume 4. We'll look at volume 5. Probably a new clue. Probably save the ones that I care about the most for for later. I don't know, man. I have no real method here. I want to read everything, and it just takes a long time because it takes multiple days. We can only read a book every other time we're here. It's just gonna take a while. It's just the way it is. All right. Workshop. Yeah, I guess we shoot off the workshop. I want to make sure that we have like a branching path up there. That would be very nice. I guess I don't need to make sure we have branching paths because we have the key card. We can just go to the foundation. Okay. I have not fully like internalized that fact still. What are you doing, kitty cat? Hey. She's like trying to climb the bookshelf and I don't know why. She's acting hungry. My little kitty cat darling here. What a little sweetheart. She gets hangry. She gets very hangry. But like you were just eating your breakfast, like the remnants of your breakfast, and I got you dinner. So I don't know why you're acting hangry. Other than like you probably just didn't eat. She doesn't realize that she's hungry. It takes like an act of God to get her to eat. All right, hang on. I got to deal with the cat situation. Okay, we have perhaps reached a compromise. We'll see how this turns out. I have cracked open the window, even though it's that point in spring where it's like the sunshine coming through the window, nice and warm. The cold air that's blowing through that window, maybe just a little bit too cold. Just like a little tiny bit. But that'll hopefully keep her entertained. All right, the blue box is true. Don't know if that's true or false. Let's see. The black box is true. Okay, so if you're true, then that's also true. If you're false, the black box is not true, then that means that this is false. Because the blue box is not true. So whatever they are, they're the same. Okay. The gems are in the true box. Right, so if they're true, they're both true, then the gems are not in the true box. The gems would be in the one that's lying, which is this, the white one. If they're both false and you're true, you're the only true box, and you would contain the gems in that case also. That's fun. I like the ones where it doesn't matter whether they're true or false. They lead down to the same result. Anyway, these are fun versions of the puzzle. All right, parlor. What do we got now? I don't like cutting us off from the foundation, but I do want to go to the observatory. I had a thought. I don't know if there's anything that's going to come of this. Yeah, see, and then you reset. I had a thought. Just one thing at a time, though. What are you doing? You're trying to climb the bookshelf again. Stop it. Oh, and the apples are extra delicious today. Oh, that's kind of a waste. I ate an apple already. We don't have the classrooms. Hi, kitty kitty. You kind of got to move. Right, we're here. May as well take advantage of it. Okay. So I had a thought, which is the very, very first time we came in here, we set the telescope to be pointing upwards, and it's just okay. It's just pointing upwards ever since. I just recorded an episode of Voices of the Void, so I'm trying to hit my Voices of the Void zoom in on a thing button, and that doesn't exist in this game. Okay. Did I just really, like, not see that before? I think we're gonna have to go real far with this so I can still walk under it. Yeah. This seems correct. Okay. I was like, boy, this seems weird for being, like, ostensibly a puzzle with, like, mechanics, right? We have the wheel there and the wheel there. Something that we solved on day one and have never needed to interact with ever again. Never, ever, ever. Never interacted with it ever again. That's kind of suspicious. That doesn't seem very Blueprints, to be honest. Yeah, you might be down too far. Can I walk under you? That's the question. I gotta be able to walk under you. Yeah, it's on the other side. I need to be able to walk under you. Dang it. And I can't just, like, hop off the stairs like, you know, a teenager would do. Okay. Perfect. And then we rotate you back. Okay, so it was very, very minorly puzzly. Okay. I have no idea what we're gonna get in here. Knowing my luck, just like some gems or something, but like... Oh, I was like, what is that? What is this giant thing? That's the telescope. There's... Planetarium. If you call it a day in the planetarium, gain 2 stars. It's a tomorrow room, so that would trigger... Clock tower? It's a dead end. I don't really like that. It is a star accelerator for us, though. Okay, that's cool. I had no idea. I didn't see this. I didn't notice this, but I did start watching the first, like, hour or so of day 9 playing Blueprints. I'm at the point now in the game where I kind of want to watch other people play, just because I would want to watch that anyway, and I feel like my own progression is far enough that it's unlikely that I'm going to see someone stumble into something completely new that I have never encountered before. I don't think I'm going to run into spoilers like that, but there are obvious things that I have not done that I could stop myself from watching if I see these things coming, right? If somebody drafts the boiler room next to the laboratory, I can just stop watching that video because I know that's a thing I haven't done. I feel it's unlikely I'm going to be shocked by anything completely outrageous. This, though, yeah, I just, like, he got the thing and started turning it. I'm like, oh yeah, you had to do that the first time you came in here. That's so weird that you never have to do it ever again. Well, and that is so weird, and maybe you do have to do it again, or maybe... I wonder, could you just get this on your first time in here? I bet you can. Yeah, I don't know, that's interesting. I don't think there are any other puzzles that stay like that. That's kind of the thing that made me suspicious of this in the first place. The fact that he had to solve it, and I was like, you know, I've never had to solve this again. I was also wondering if like we could turn and look at other things like the planets or something, but you can't get high enough and. Okay. Very cool. All right, we have a new room in the drafting pool. We did this. We've advanced the stars. What are we at? We're at 14. So, did we miss the skull, or is that next? We missed the skull. 15 is the sale. Everything's 50% off. That is interesting. That might be like a really good day to get the showroom, or conversely, it might be good if I get the showroom to fish for an observatory, so we can get a sale. I need to write this down. I will absolutely forget this if I don't write it down. Okay. To-do list. Here's how long since I've upgraded, or here's how long it's been since I've looked at this to-do list even. Bookshop, buy out all the books. I can take that off of here. Solve the Chamber of Mirrors with a frowny face. Take that out of here. Bring the magnifying glass to the drafting studio, parentheses, for the drafting book. Did I do that? We took it to the drafting studio and I opened the safe. Gift shop would also be a good one for the sale. Boy, do I not have any influence over any of that stuff. Okay, the pump room would be kind of nice. Also, having a T intersection here is fantastic. I'm still. Hello. I wonder if we drain the pool, if the like stuff can be in the pool itself or not. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm still kind of low-key hoping that we can fill in everything. No, that's a tall order, but that's what I'm hoping for. We also have none rerolls, which is very spooky. Very good stuff. Oh, there's a coin. Okay. There's a safe in the study, isn't there? I believe there's a safe in the study. I would like to get in there. I want to get the lab. Genuinely, like, we have so much stuff hinging on me accessing the boiler room. I'm not, like, actually getting frustrated yet, but I probably will if we go much longer without getting the boiler room to show up again. Specifically, like in a place where I can connect it to something, you know? The bedroom closet, I would love to make you ultra rare. Just banish you to the shadow room. I don't want you here anymore. Storeroom, like you're kind of approaching that point for me. Guaranteed 2 keys, 1 gem and a coin. The coin's whatever, but like 2 keys and a gem is very nice, especially early. You're just 2 of anything, which can be good. We could get like a sleeping mask or something in there, but that you're so... It's hard for me to imagine a situation where I don't just take the storeroom every time. That being said, this this might be that situation because if we could get like the sleeping mask or the shoes or like my big fear is that in my effort to fill in every room, we're gonna end up with like the ballroom at some unavoidable juncture, and then there go all my gems. I don't know. I don't really like either of these. You're only two things. Yeah, we have so many better rooms. It's really hard to justify taking some of the less good rooms. And those are all the like really common ones too, unfortunately. All right, north from the pool. It's kind of okay if we dead end. I'd rather not, if we can avoid it. It's kind of acceptable if we dead end because we are at the point where we could branch off from the foundation, and we still have a passageway floating around. So this is. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever we get. Okay, hang on. Well. Security would not be terrible. I do have the key card. Security could actually be really good. And it keeps us moving. I really... Hang on. Oh. Hang on. Room screenshots. Orchard? Where's my orchard? I have like an orchard screenshot section, don't I? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 courtyard. So this is rich soil. And then it goes good soil, poor soil, and then the next one up is rich soil again. Maybe on poor soil. Let's do security. I kind of am at the point where I want to like backtrack and go explore from the passageway also. We'll just do security. It would be very nice to be able to... Yeah, okay, nothing there. I wasn't expecting anything there. It would be very nice to crank this up. That's actually fine. Doesn't matter if it's locked or not. We have the key card. Okay. Maybe we do like one more. This would have been a great spot for the garden key that we don't have. Okay, showroom is interesting. Is it? Do I care? Locker room is kind of tempting. We do have a lot of keys. We have a lot of gems for the showroom also. I could almost buy an expensive thing from the showroom. What are my prices here? Not the master key. Oh, jeez. Okay, so if we're gonna buy this place out, that's 100. That's 110. So it'd be 105, even with the sale, everything being half off. That's a lot. Ornate compass. We can rotate the first 3 floor plans that we draw. Emerald bracelet. You don't have to pay gem costs for anything for a day. Like, that's really good. Open all normal doors. That's also like very good. Moon pendant is also like kind of tempting. Mysterious moon pendant. If we call it a day and we have the moon pendant, then we just get to keep 2 of our items for tomorrow. Randomly. That seems very good. Even though not all of our items are amazing. Let's flee. Let's go back to the passageway. We gotta turn at the pool. Yeah, let's explore from the passageway a little bit. Oh, game. That sucks that just is a dead end, but it's a new room we haven't been in yet, and I would love to see it, so... I can use the telescope in here? Taking a screenshot of that. Add page, planetarium. Parentheses, let's do this all caps, needs telescope. Okay, I like that there's a second use for the telescope. That's very cool. Dowager the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain 1 trunk. That's interesting. Starting tomorrow? So is this a permanent thing, or is this just like the planet, or like the observatory? Is this just like a one-time thing? I don't know. We'll find out. Not the next time we come in here with the telescope. Or not the next time we come in here, period, but the time after. See if there's still a small trunk. Star schedule. Oh. It has the combos. And it goes past 20. So today 14, the slice, Diamandus Minor, the farmer's apple. Tomorrow would be, or the next star would be the sail. The next one would be Southern Cross, which is 4-star rooms are more likely. And then Diamandus Major, which is like 4 gems or 5 gems or something. 17 is the Twins, which is trunks out front. Farmer's Apple, which is better apples. Clavis the Key is just a key. 18 is the slice and the sail. I should write down all the sales at least. Let's do general notes. Let's add a new page. Star schedule, and we'll just take a screenshot of this, and I will write in actual like note upcoming sales, because that seems kind of like it's the most relevant one. I don't know. It depends on whether the Florealis Bloom of the Sky is just like you get a gem flower, or if there's like some other puzzle or something associated with it. So we know 15 is the sale. What was the other one? 18. 19 is Clavis and Diamandus Major. 20 is Florealis. 21 is the Slice the Apple, Diamandus Major. 22 is the Twins, Clavis the Key, and Draxus the Dead. 23, that's the next one. Clavis the Key and the Sail. 24, Diamandus Minor, Florealis Bloom of the Sky. 25, the Twins, the Slice, the Southern Cross, Farmer's Apple, and Clavis. Does it keep going? It keeps going. Other notable night skies observed. 29. First appearance of both Diamondus Minor and Major in the same sky. That's cool. 47 different constellations observed in a single night. You could probably math it out and figure out a decent guess for what they would be. 50 is a new constellation spotted. Oh no. Remember how I was just saying, like, it was roughly, loosely floating around in the back of my mind that we have not pushed our stars forward and that might be relevant? Yeah, I think we're at that point. Oh man. One note, it doesn't really do photos super good. It's like when you try to align photos in Microsoft Word. Like it doesn't work, and then if there's any text in there, it all just kind of falls apart. Okay. A new constellation of 50. That's gotta be important, right? Okay. I'm glad that we did this. We can keep going off the showroom. We're gonna go to the foundation though. Break room. It doesn't matter which way we go. They all paths lead us back to here. Did I throw a coin? I guess so. Okay. Huh. Okay. I think it is crazy to me that we got the planetarium on the same day that I added it to the drafting pool. Circular theater featuring a dome-shaped projection screen upon which scenes of the stars and galaxies allow viewers to experience the splendor of the heavens. Tomorrow Blueprint Dead End Edition, standard rarity. That's very cool. Okay. In we go. Sealed entrance. So there is an extra step. So it's 5 steps to get here. That's what I thought. But I don't think I saw the sealed entrance last time we were here. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, up we go. I basically want to push as far west as we can go. And hope that we get, like, 3-way branches or, like, something that'll let us, you know, keep going west, but also, like, come trickle down over here on this side. That's the dream. I don't know how we're supposed to associate a date with this room. The only thing I could think of was like just like numbers, because there's like 3 of you to the left, and then like some of you going to the right, but you're all individuals, and there's people, there's feet, there's arrows between their feet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means anything. I don't know what to do with this room. I don't know how to get it that safe. I just feel like I don't have enough information, but I don't know if that's accurate. or if the information is literally just like the crap in the room, you know? There's got to be some clue in the room, or like in another painting or drawing somewhere. Alzara mentioned the all the previous generations sitting in this chair. So there, I wonder if there's a clue for one of our predecessors, someone else sitting in this chair, a drawing or a painting of them. I don't think we've seen anything like that, but maybe there is something like that that has a date. I don't know. Let's see what we can do down here. If it turns and lets us keep going, that would be great. Oh, we could also just redraw, though. I'm going to gamble. I should not have gambled. I mean, chapel's annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. The Geist bedroom would be okay, because it gives us 2 rerolls. I guess I'm just going to do the chapel. I probably do want to draft from the chapel rather than whatever this is if this goes down, but also I'd rather have something that goes like up or straight, like a T that goes up or something would be kind of nice here. I'm saying it out loud, so we're not going to get it to happen, but it would be cool. Ballroom. No! I refuse. That's unfortunate. Sauna would be really nice. Music room would maybe be good, though. I actually kind of want the secret garden key. Silver key is very good. Denoted in verse. Hey, kitty kitty, what you doing? Welcome back. Okay, bye. Maybe we do try to draft from here. We'll see if you're locked. You're not. The foyer's interesting. We could still zoop down, curve out, get a lucky, you know, get the West Hall, and then be able to come back up. Having the foyer opens up some good options for us, though. It maybe helps preserve our keys a little bit. Count Isaac Gates. Count Gates. Well, we have to take the Great Hall, right? It's the only thing that keeps us moving here, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate because it has no locked doors, and it's such a potent room because it goes 4 ways. Our metal detector's doing great work for us. May as well open that. I don't know if I care about getting to room 46 today. I don't think I do. Right, and you're the only way we can go. That is remarkably unfortunate. I mean, it does kind of keep us going. In theory, we could still come off the foundation, but it's just... it's getting less and less likely to happen. I don't... Ooh, we could get the sale today, but I would spend all my money doing it. No, that doesn't... That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. We could get the axe. I have not solved the problem of... I kind of want to make the trophy room less rare. The vault would still be okay, though. Too little, too late. Thanks for nothing, game. Sure, nursery, whatever. It doesn't really do much for us. It gives us 8 steps. Oh, and we get dice. Okay, that's actually huge. I wish I'd had dice a while ago. Okay. You know what? I do want to buy the Night Shield. Ignore the negative effects of a room. That's very good, and it's so cheap. There we go. How do I get out of here? Where am I? I guess we go north from the Foundation. And we don't have the shovel. That's kind of wild to me. Ew. $40. That puts us at 60. We could buy... I don't know. It doesn't move the needle. We could just check something in the coat check. I'm not... I refuse to give up here. Ugh, I don't like how much this is costing. Ooh, but we get a gem back. That's our last watering can usage, right? Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Okay. I refuse. I want to delete this room. I never want to see it again. The locker room just throws keys around randomly. It does cost a gem. I think I just do the gallery. I mean, okay, I know the answers to the gallery. This is a learning experience. The chests are still open. I was like, there's no way the chests are... Oh, they have... It's done. They just have stuff. And I'll take... I shouldn't have taken it, because now we're going to end up with this stupid key tomorrow. I guarantee you the moon pendant's going to trigger, unless I force roommate to show up. I could, if the gallery's locked. But it would curve away from the antechamber, so then we're not getting to room 46, which is maybe okay. I was hoping that we could get, like, gems or something in there, and we did, so I'm kind of okay with that. Do I want to use the silver key here? I'd maybe rather use it over here. But we have no way of guaranteeing that we could get over there. Let's just use a regular key. Okay. Can we draft the lab from here? You don't go anywhere. I don't have to worry about you. We already have 2 of the 3 from last time? Yes. Okay. So it's this door. That's the only one that matters. That was easy. I don't even need to open this door. Oh my gosh. You are red? I don't know what you connect to. You have the little light. I do know what you connect to. Oh my gosh. Is that what this stupid thing is? We have to get it from you, right? It's gonna have to be like this, right? Like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can we get in the red room now? Okay, first things first. Can we get the lab? Package is currently in transit. Okay, we could tank the archives and keep going, and it would carry our boiler room forward. I will do that. That's a fine use of the shield, in my opinion. Shielded, hell yeah. And there's a gem here? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to think about any of that stuff. Okay. And in theory, we have access to the antechamber if we could figure out how to open that door, which I don't know. And your card key, so it doesn't matter. This would be a great place for the silver key, but that is not an option. That's terrible. Mechanarium. So it would be obviously the one that we go in is the one for the Mechanarium. That'd be 1, 2, 3 is security, and we got the workshop, right? 4, yeah. So we could at least have all 4 doors open. Yes, Mechanarium is amazing. What a cool room. Okay, let's go down first. Oh, but it ended our boiler room dreams. That's okay. We can go down to the red thing. All right, I'm still happy that we made some amount of boiler room progress. If we could go down and curve, that would be amazing. I could burn the silver key here and like guarantee that we have a way out to the side. Everything else is just kind of like straight lines, so that's probably like the best use of the silver key we're gonna get. I wonder, I can't imagine that you're gonna stay solved. I'm gonna do the rotunda. Worst case scenario, we get something that is just L-shaped and I can just turn it and point it south. So it sucks to burn all the keys. The rotunda is also, you're not a gear room for some reason. Okay. Man, I was so excited for the boiler room. At least we got something we can do with the boiler room. So that's good. You are the correct direction already, so yeah, we could just go. I refuse to use key 8. Well, it might save us a key. We could use it elsewhere if things are locked. So let's just go. Okay, West Wing Hall is probably the best case scenario here. The other two are just dead ends. Man, I would be very excited if we could actually make this work. Fill every room in the house. June 15th. Oh, I really want the pump room also. Oh, we can't even afford the veranda. Oh no. Does the dream end here? No, because we can do tunnels. Or the dark room, it literally doesn't matter what's on the other side. It would suck if we used like another passageway or something, but that's not the end of the world. I'm realizing that like coming in, getting like a corner and getting like a tunnel, like a lucky tunnel right out the bat, and just being able to go all the way up to the final rank would be another very good way of like managing this silly challenge. we had a shovel, I'd be way more tempted to take the tunnel. Because we are very low on gems and keys. We still have the Knight Shield. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, you're going to lose power. But it doesn't matter. You should still be locked. Yeah, we can still use you. Okay, okay, okay. Sure. Oh, dinner. Hell yeah. And we have the showroom. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that solves all of our step problems for the day. It's 40 steps we just got in here. That's pretty good. Okay, 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 okay. I'm very excited. I'm really hoping that we can pull this off. I have no rerolls, which is getting really quite scary. Alright, well, tunnel is definitely the answer. Trophy room would have been great. Lab is spicy because then we're out of gems. But it doesn't matter what comes here. It's going to be those 3 in the upper right corner. Those are going to be a little tricksy. Nothing on the metal detector. I'm so sad that we got... I'm so sad that the mechanarium is not a ventful room. No ducts. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Oh, small chest, not a trunk. Oh. I was like, you could just combo that off of itself. All you need is 1. But no, it's a small chest. Interesting. Aquariums cost gems, which is kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that any of this, like, matters. That might. It probably won't. Okay. More steps, and more importantly, we get some rerolls. There you are. I don't know why I always go here. I guess it's because the light's on and there's the note, but the stuff's not there. It's just instinct. Okay, 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 okay. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's all right. If this works and I can have accomplished 2 different goals today, I'll be very, very happy with that. We still can push forward from the showroom, which is fine. So yeah, let's see what we got from the gallery. I don't know, the sauna could be... I mean, the sauna is our only thing that we're allowed to choose. That's the problem, is we're out of gems. I'll take it because we kind of have to. It is interesting that this just stays solved. Thank goodness. I mean, it makes perfect sense because if you solve it once, like, you know the answers. So there would either need to be a new set of infuriatingly obtuse paintings, or or this, where you solve it once and then you're done. I hate this room. Oh. Moving on. Foundation. I guess we're gonna go check the red room. The fact that we don't have gems, like, genuinely is worrying me a bit. That's making me incredibly nervous, because it is entirely possible we just get a dead end on the next room above the showroom, and then like that's it. We can't do anything. And that would really, really suck. That would be just the worst. Oh, and you're just already rotated that way. I like that a lot. Hell yeah. Stupid room. Stupid boiler room. Yo. What? Is this from the boiler room? This is where they were doing all the heavy machinery. Excavating all this stuff. Holy cow, what is that down there? Why aren't those gears a-turning? Is there going to be like a puzzle in here? Do I need to make this room go? It's, oh no. That way? Or that way. Either of them looks like it has something. Crap, okay. And this is just one counterclockwise from the underpass. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting this. So now I gotta remember how to solve this stupid thing. It was like off of you, right? So it's gonna be like that one that lets us go, that lets us raise and lower this thing? Something like that? But I had to, man, I had to like get it in a specific orientation first. Let's find it first. I'm gonna be doing this for like the rest of the stupid video, huh? Welcome to another like 3-hour-long video where I'm just messing with the gear puzzle. There's only a finite number of things we can do here, so we'll figure it out before too long. I should just like actually write this in my notes, like which one makes it go up and down. Is it you? I think it's you. It is you. Okay. So this is incorrect because I need you... If I raise it up, then we're trapped here. So there must be another one that makes it go up and down? I need to come here from that angle. Or we could check other things, because that might be the solution. No, okay, so that'll work. Yeah, okay, that will work. I'm glad that I already, like, solved this once to get over there. So this is kind of roughly in my brain still. Okay. So... so there's two pieces to this puzzle. Oh, there's several pieces to this puzzle. Okay. So the thing is, we have to be over there. And this has to be aligned. So there's just like a specific one that has to be over there, I think. And I don't know which one it is. No, we just have to get over there and then we can rotate it from that side. Okay, okay, okay. That is a lot better. Yes, this will work. Because you're the secret. Okay. I know how to solve this now. I have the solution. So we come over here, we rotate this a whole bunch to let us back over to the underpass from there. So 2 more. 1 more. Then we go cross to reach the other side. And then, wait, yep. Yes, not the secret one, but we go this way. Okay. Then from over here, we rotate to line up the upper one. Because I don't need to worry about getting back just yet. So, it needs to go right there. So just like 1 rotation should do it. So that's one of them. And then we'll have to come back and rotate it a bunch so we can go the other way out. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I have a plan. This was not too bad. This was not too bad. Maybe we'll get a shovel or a chest full of gems or something up here. Interesting. Dock level, entry level, full drain. Okay, this literally answers the question of how do I get in the boat and can we get down that tunnel? Screenshotted. Let's go back to like room screenshots, add new page, reservoir. There's probably a better way to indicate this, but that's good. Foreman's log, what is that, 228? I can't imagine these are going to be relevant in any way, shape, or form, but just good little bits of background information, I guess. After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame that the old station had to be flooded as a consequence of this action, but I suspect that may have been the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here. And as an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. On the bright side, now that our water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam to a much greater extent. I suspect that by this time next month, the steam-powered hoists at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. Yeah, and I think the next entry, which is in the middle of May, is like, hey, we got the steam going. Maybe it's the one after that or something. I don't know. Because there's a point where it's like, yo, everything's steam-powered now. Hell yeah. Okay. 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 And it's this one again. What do the black ones do? They rotate. Right. Okay. And then the yellow ones just go up. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. 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 So we need to do something like this. Okay, that was actually very easy to solve. Nom 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 nom. Give me that allowance. Okay, cool. 35 allowance. Okay, okay, okay. Now we go back down and we see what is over there, which is locked. Oh. Interesting. I had seen these little things and I'd kind of written it off as like, yeah, we're never gonna get up there. Silly me. Here we are. So then are we gonna get down there? Why are those gears not turning? I don't know what to make of any of this. One more. If it's locked and I need a code to get in there, there had better be like a clue or something. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. If the clue is that way, follow on the water line, I'm not a fan of that. You are locked. Oh, no. Oh, your letters, though. You're one of the... Oh, no. Hang on. This is, quote-unquote, a safe. I don't have clues for the safes. We have clues for the sanctum keys. Above, here, room, in, underpass. Crap. So you're... And this is letters. That's unclear because it's alphabet. Then why is the number 8 on here? So it might be like a month or something. Do we have like March 8th? May 8th. It's the only month we could spell out. Okay, what happened on May 8th? I'm looking for a reference to 5 or to 8 or something. Let's see. Book checkout dates? Was there anything on May 8th? No. Politics stuff? No. Stop trying to search everything. Was, God, it's like finding 8 in, like, my screenshots and stuff. It's like, oh, here's the reservoir map that has number 8. No. What's... Not in the music room. Not in the bookshop. Nothing in the conservatory. What am I trying to think of? May 8th, May 8th, May 8th, May 8th. I mean, this is the only possible way we could have gotten a date in there. Do we know when any of the letters were written? The red letters, do we know when Mother vanished? So archives. Archives is a thing that I would like to find. Archive. No, May was not any of the archive dates. Okay. I don't have any other, like, relevant days or anything. This is what I get for not taking photographs of all of the different letters and things when I know that I should be doing that. May 8th. Like, great uncle passed in November, so the letter that he wrote to us would have been in November. This place is very affiliated with Arinda Aries. Have I taken screenshots of... Somewhere around here I've been writing down, there we go, Herbert's Tour of the Realms. I did not write down the dates of those. I don't know that there even were dates on the postcards. Alright, well, anyway. Foreman's Log, number 102. Yeah, I don't have any, like, May 8s from him or anything either. May 8th. I don't know. I'm just gonna do like miscellaneous notes in here. May 8th. It's opened the gate of gear room. I'll go back through after this video, after I'm done recording this. I promise I'll go back through like a bunch of my my other notes, because I still have the like OG notebook. I haven't fully brought that over. I don't think there's any reference to like May in there. I don't think there's any reference to like the number like 5/8. Like, the problem is I'm not consistent with how I write dates in my notes, at least. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Foreman's Log number 102. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. Yikes. Alright, a black print. Secret floor plan. Treasure trove. +5 gold for each time you've drafted treasure trove. Is that just stacking forever? Do we just get the same amount of money we got previously +5 every time we come here? I like that. And okay, we have a gem. Thank goodness, that helps a lot. This is number 1. Letters. Where am I writing down the letters? Safes. Safes / letters. So this is numero uno. I'm glad I brute forced my way through it, but I still want to know what's going on. May 8th, dear Baron Sinclair. To begin, my name is Worth Loud? Laude, I think. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair. I guess we do know who Thomas Sinclair is. Who's the other? There's another... It's in the foyer, right? There was another Sinclair that I don't recognize. Edwin Sinclair. Edwin Sinclair. I don't know who that is. Thomas Sinclair is Simon and Herbert's father. Yes, okay. Whoops, didn't do that. The Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair between the years of 1915 and 1918. So that's when this excavation was happening. The former having died last month, my father, Worth Laud's father, former having died last month at the advanced old age of 89. May he sleep in soot and ash. That's got to be like a Fenris thing. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. Holy moly. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these little family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work that he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. Is this like a blackmail? That seems like you're starting a blackmail letter. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit... Okay, all right. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. They proved not to be nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen remarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now, I'm not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is the host, or I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude, yet I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales. This is blackmail. Sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps, if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. He's trying to blackmail. Yeah. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Loud. We are not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. And we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Who's we? Blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. So they wanted the blackmail letter? And we are not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on you. So this is another blackmailer who wants a blackmail, who, like, this blackmail letter? They want this letter from Loud? Or another blackmail letter? So Herbert Sinclair was getting double blackmailed or counter blackmailed? I'm so confused. So this foreman might be Loud. It might be Mr. Loud's father. I mean, the new floor plan is great. We got an allowance token, which is great. We got a gem, which is like phenomenal for our most immediate, specific, direct needs for today. So all of this like convoluted gear nonsense is specifically to try to like minimize access to the ruins of old Arinthia. So why May 8th? Why was May 8th the date that was... Or is that the trick? There is no indication of May 8th. That just happens to be when that letter was there, and cracking it through brute force-ish. It was like the only real month that we could even spell out. So I wonder if that's just like the only way to even do this. We're here. Should I just go flip the freaking lever? No, because we can't get into the antechamber. We could maybe if we still get like... We're not going to get anything else. It doesn't matter. Nope, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't need to go into room 46. I don't really care. So let's get out of here. So we need to go out that way. Huh. That was definitely a weird one. Is there an indication of your name or anything in here? No. He does seem to, like, considering it at entry, like, 100 or whatever, he's like, this is terrifying. We need to be done with this business. And then later on, you know, by, like, entry 600, he's like, the stuff that we got up to down here is incredible, and, like, we need to preserve it and take care of it as much as possible. Like, that's quite a 180 that he has done. Oh, we gotta go to the showroom. Right. I don't know what to think about all this stuff. Like, the political intrigue and whatnot is fascinating to me. Yeah, this is the one in the boiler room. Steam line to the boiler. That's the hint. That's... it's right there. Okay. Stupid game. Okay. How do we get to where I want to go? Straight ahead, north of the pool. Yeah. Nothing to combine, nothing like that. Okay. We do have 2 rerolls. We do have a gem. Good to see that we've been getting everything successfully. Alright, what can we do? I refuse to use key 8. Alright, well, As it turns out, it was actually trivially easy to reach the end here. Hey, it's the attic, and I can't take it. It costs 3? That's so stupid. All right, we could do the dormitory. The dormitory has a black pawn. I don't know what the black chess pieces are for. We still have not seen like a black king. Which is interesting. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah. 1 through 8. It's here. The trophy's here. We got it. The full house trophy. Okay, that's cool. It's just in the last room. For drafting a room in every single open slot of your house. Sweet. It should be awarded for like tremendous luck more than anything else, but yeah, whatever. Drafting Strategy Volume 2. Okay, okay, okay. My type of room, the categorization of floor plan subtypes. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level: room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue, we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify. So this is going to be the gear, the tomorrow room, the puzzle room. Okay. Architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it's a designated workspace, a utility control room, or a conundrum. Oh, a conundrum, home to conundrums. That's the puzzle rooms. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. I need a sip of water. This is a lot of reading. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. So it's comboing same type things. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. In a class of its own, the classroom. Academia isn't only found in the mountains of Kararika. Boy, that's just thrown in there, huh? Regions and history, sigils and realms, Kararika, Orange. So if we figure out their method of transportation, we can build their sigil. They are orange, they're cold and snowy, and they are scholarly. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know the classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades? So there's not like a secret 9th one or something. That's at least not that's mentioned here. Ranging from the first grade to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors. Okay. There are rumors of an additional annex classroom. Oh, yeah, the schoolhouse at Mount Holly Elementary. No, there is a 9th. I do need the 9th. Okay, so we do need to get to grade 9 or get to a 9th classroom. That's probably the test room. That's probably the final exam, which is going to have us like fill in colors, do color-based math, identify geographical locations by symbol, all the other things that we've been learning in there. Okay. Rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. Yes. Okay, cool. Good. I am excited for that. I am excited to work on that. Pump room we got to get. Boiler room is my nemesis. I hate this room. Okay, not as much as I hate the gallery, but you are the source of many a frustration in this game. Boiler room. Mechanical rooms. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for state operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. 3-way room, split ducts 3 ways. The boiler room, ducts. Quack. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run along the ceiling. And power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. So when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duck. There might be a duck, but it's duck with a CK. Is that a clue? Is that a puzzle thing? That might be a puzzle thing. That seems relevant, and not just like a funny duck joke. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam-powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? Oh, I did not know that. That is actually good to know. So if we turn on the boiler, higher odds of getting something that can still carry the steam. We still got to get the boiler. That's still like the hard part, but that's good to know. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Tomorrow rooms. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Yeah, because they're all dead ends, right? Kochek's a dead end, Sauna's a dead end, Freezer's a dead end, Clock Tower's a dead end, Mailroom is a dead end. Okay. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than the freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering the furnace or sauna after you draft the freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you'll once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over to the next day, you'll have to refreeze your assets by re-entering the freezer. Okay. Sauna and furnace can negate the freezer for today, or like negate it entirely, but we gotta go deal with that. Warning: if furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, so they don't even have to be like next to each other, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. You can melt your coins and they'll be gone. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. Is that just for the day? Or is that like going to permanently break the freezer? And I only ask because I know that we can permanently break the piggy bank in the chapel. And the furnace is a red room, so it seems associated with that. Huh. Interesting. Let's hope that never comes to pass. Except that I need to frickin' connect the furnace to the boiler room and see what it does. Perplexing plans. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms into their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Yeah, I like that. It's been fun. Spreading your wings, spread rooms. The final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Okay. So it's not like here's 10 gems, we're spreading them across all your rooms. So if you only have 2 rooms, it'll be 5 here and 5 there. It's like every room has like a 20% chance of getting 2 gems put in it. So the more rooms you have, the more that's going to hit. Or you know, whatever. I'm just making up numbers. But that, okay, good to know. Because that was the thing I was unclear of. Is it good to do it early with few rooms, or do I want to save it for later? Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking or the conference room. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all of our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may, one day, in turn, inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Lauza T. Rayland. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves, and our purpose? Why, it is found in the hidden floor plans of our youth. You have a very one-track mind with this stuff. Okay, cool. Very cool. Carrarica University, and it is the heart, and it is orange. Okay, so I don't know why like your stamp is green. You must have like changed colors or something. I don't know. No indication of like riding a turtle through Carrarica or anything like that. I mean, we could like try to brute force it, but it would be tedious. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. We have some money. Do I want to spend it? I could spend it at the armory. We could buy and use the axe. Ooh. That is a little spooky. Do I have the step? Oh yeah, we have plenty of steps. I really want to axe the trophy room. But it's still really rare. How rare is the boiler room? It's a 3-star. That's annoying. We could axe the vault. The money is like never not useful unless we don't get shops. Do we just do it? Do we just do it? Then we don't have to have the night anymore. We don't have the king or the queen. So I can't, like, resolve the chess puzzle right now. I would like to resolve the chess puzzle after we use the axe 3 times. We have to go all the way back to the foundation to make that work. Do I want to end the day in the planetarium or the break room? The break room might not be bad. We are maybe keeping 2 items. I mean, I have nothing else to spend the money on, so it'd be like dump a bunch of it into the chapel or just buy the axe. Gems are like also always going to be useful though. But the trophy room is so rare. I don't want to make that choice. Do we make the dorm room super rare? I think that might also be a good idea. I don't care about you all that much. It's good. You could be a good source of steps. You would also combo well off the nursery. And the sleeping mask. You're gonna involve backtracking to trigger your effect and a specific type of room. So, like, out of curiosity, how many of those drafting rooms did we get today? The library and the reading nook. Okay, the pool. The drawing room. Tunnel counts. That's not one that I'm usually going to be taking. You're also literally the last room that we drafted today. But like, let's say reasonably we got it somewhere in the middle of all of this. Right, the library and the reading nook were on this side, so yeah. I mean, I don't know if it takes. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing to keep in mind. In a vacuum, we don't have any other synergies, right? It's just the dormitory, and then we draft one of these like drafting rooms. We don't have the sleeping mask to worry about. We don't have the nursery to worry about. Nothing like that. If I'm in a room and I draft one of these new like drafting rooms, right? The drafting symbol, and now that triggers our dormitory. If the dormitory is more than 5 steps away, it's not worth it because I would take 5 steps to get there, get the 10 steps, and then 5 steps back to where I'm at. So that is. So I feel like most of the time, it's not going to be all that useful. Most of the time, I think we're going to get it, and it's going to be too far away for us to actually make use of it, or it'll save me like 2 steps or something. And that would be if we want to like. So a far more likely scenario is we're drafting something in the vicinity of the dormitory, and we just so happen to trigger the effect, or I'm at one end of the house and I want to backtrack to get to a shop or something, and just along the way I have the opportunity to pop into the dormitory for 10 steps and then continue along my way, then it's just a benefit, and that might even be like the sort of thing that would give me enough steps to sort of make that. I don't think it's worth it. I don't like that room. I think we're done with that room. Coat check will leave common. The vestibule will leave a little less common. probably want to end in the planetarium. Do we go to the armory and axe room? I do wish that we got more than 3 uses of the axe, but that's that's just how this game is. And then we saw the attic, which I was unable to pick. Does that display it here for us now? Does that exist? No. It's the only room that I'm missing of the normal 45. We have all the bedrooms, we have all the hallways, we're missing the secret garden still. I'm assuming there's at least 3 more studio editions. I assume there's at least 2 more found floor plans. Still haven't even been in. I mean, Treasure Trove is like literally brand new, but I haven't been in Lost and Found. You're unusual. What are you? Also unusual. Yeah. I feel like I have the money, and buying this stupid axe is one of the few like remaining tasks that I have. If we do that, the break room and the planetarium are both here, so we got to go all the way back through the foundation, buy the axe to use it, come all the way back, planetarium. Because I want to get that to 50, but we would skip a sale day. There's another one coming up, though. Starting with the key card is also, like, really, really good. Ah! Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. Of course I am. Good job, me. Oh. This is, like, actually a tough choice. Because the money is really good, but that is contingent on us getting shops. But there are so many different shops and different types of shops we could spend it on. Right? We could buy... We could... The vault money could help us get, you know, keys, key cards, special keys, secret garden key, vault keys, anything from the locksmith. It could help us get, you know, food from the kitchen to extend the day. It's just, it's so versatile. Gems are also, like, really, really good, though. And we do kind of run low on gems a lot. But, like, we could buy... Oh, I gotta go through the Great Hall. That's right. I was, like, trying to figure out how to get there. You also increment our star counter. That's right. Oh, I gotta think about which one I want to do. I gotta make a choice. Okay, I took a little break for a couple minutes. Paused the recording. Went and ate a chocolate cookie. Delicious. Did a little soul searching. I think I'm just gonna not use the axe. I think I just bought the axe. I'm just not gonna use it. There's a chance we end up with it tomorrow. Whatever. I I think making the trophy room... Also, is the trophy room a dead end? I don't remember. Making the trophy room super common and then axing it, I think would be ideal. Because you can come in, you can leave, it's not a dead end like the vault. I think the attic was a dead end. It looked like a dead end in the drafting book or wherever that was, so we have seen it once before. And also, like, I think I just saw it earlier and couldn't draft it because I didn't have the gems. Boy, that's a question. I should just go back, like, in this video and see how much it cost. I think it was, like, 3 or something? I don't know. 8 items from Natick would be phenomenal. 8 gems, if I could make you super common, would be great. That would be very nice. That would be so good. So I'm leaning towards those two because money becomes less useful, A, just as we buy everything, and B, as I raise my allowance, which I keep doing. So I have an allowance at 30. There's also like the fact that there's like a vault puzzle to consider, but I was thinking about like the classroom, right? Like once we get the classroom solved, get to class 9 and solve the test and get the trophy, I don't really need the classrooms anymore. It'll be good for like apples, which could combo with the lab, experiments from the lab. Every time you eat an apple, something cool happens. Your allowance goes up. That was it was so much fun. The gems are just that, like, they're frequently a sticking point. Frequently just a thing that is a pain in the butt to get. And this would let us get the gems and not be locked into a dead end. It's a lot of gems too. 8 gems for free. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Here's sort of what I'll say. Here's like the caveat to all this. If we get into a situation, or you know, if I can kind of work towards having all of the rooms needed to solve the chess puzzle again, when presented with the opportunity to resolve the chess puzzle and pick a different chess piece, then I will much more aggressively try to axe something so that we can be done with the armory and move on. Although that being said, having access to like the Night Shield is very, very good. And maybe I do still want the Morning Star to like push forward our star count. Obviously, we're not doing that today. Do we go to the planetarium? I'd rather go to the break room. I'd rather go to the planetarium. Let's go end the day in the planetarium. Where am I? How do I get out of here? we gotta leave this place. We gotta go back up front. All right, that's my decision. That's kind of where I'm at. If and when we have the opportunity to change our chess puzzle reward, then I'll be far more inclined to do that. Yeah, gems are not like impossible to get, but they are kind of annoying to get in a lot of cases. And even like today, we ran out of gems. That's kind of one of the other big factors, is like today we kind of ran out of gems. Although if I just, you know, can start a day with like $70 because we got a vault in rank 1, I'd be much more inclined to like draft the commissary and buy out the shop there. But the vault does only cost, what, 2, 3? It costs 3, which is still kind of expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at is I don't have to make this decision right now. There's no reason to force myself to make this decision. So let's see if we can get some good fun benefits from the conservatory. Okay. With that, we call it a day. This was another long one. It's always another long one. Every day is a long day. We still got to figure out how to get the last couple of Sanctum keys. We still need to read a billion books in the library. I still want to buy out the gift shop. The Architect's Jigsaw House. 7 drafting rooms, 3 puzzle rooms. What was the third? Break room. Oh, I drafted the stupid gallery. I hate that room. Yeah, fishing for the conservatory is just the thing that I want to do most for the next handful of days. Anyway, done for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. May the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.